Hello, everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome to this Fly July event. Oh man, and I have to tell you, sorry for the delay, guys. Almost 40 minutes of delay trying to get some technical issues out of the way, and unfortunately, yeah, I had some serious issues with YouTube for twice already today. Sorry about the delay, guys. Welcome to the stream for Orbix Fly July event. Like I said, I would like to thank Orbix for everything, for the invitation and for the prizes that we actually have to offer throughout tonight. Oh man, and this was hard. We if you guys follow us on the Three Grumpy Simmers, we sometimes are the technically challenged simmers and grumpy as well. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we are going to have we're going to do a very small flight over Paris, France. Today we'll be using. Let me see if I can show you guys here what we will be using. We will be using the Bell 47, the FlyInside Bell 47, which is pretty cool and has a very cool livery for HeliSimmer.com livery, actually, that the FlyInside guys did for us, which is pretty nice. And the Bell 47 flies very nicely. Something else that we are going to have also, and I'm going to be using today for you guys to check out, is this piece of software called Volanta by Orbix. And what Volanta does, it's actually showing a small flight that I did here. Let me just edit here. It was already showing one of the flights, a small test flight that I did earlier today, just to check if everything was ready. I was saying that what Volanta does is something very cool. One of the things that it does is it just brings together different sims, kind of like other software does already, like for example, JoinFS, but with a few other or a couple of other different sims, which I found it to be very, very impressive and surprising, actually. One of them being FlyFS2, which has two absolutely amazing helicopters, the R22 and the EC-135 or the H-135. I think it's the EC-135. I don't remember. Well, either way, it's one of the 135s. And the R22 just absolutely fantastic. I just love it. So you can actually use FlyFS2 as well. If you have FlyFS2 and you have Volanta, you can be joining us tonight and flying around good old Paris, France. The other software that Volanta is compatible with is DCS. And I was really surprised to see that DCS was supported and is supported by Volanta, which is not, it's surprising, but it kind of makes you feel like, it's a real shame that we don't have more terrains, more maps on DCS that people can fly with us around. You can, for example, fly in Dubai with other people that are using X-Plane or FlyFS2, or there's actually no Dubai in FlyFS2. But yeah, well, Volanta brings everything together. And another cool thing is that you can have your own aircraft as well. You can have your kind of like, I wouldn't say it's, it is a log for your aircraft. So you know the total flights and total flight hours and whatnot. So you have a lot of information. You can also check out the flights that you have done. I've done more flights using this account of Volanta, but I just deleted all of them. You can see, for example, an example of a flight I did around Lisbon, of the Lisbon-ish area. So you can just log your flights, and you can even do your flight planning and a lot of other cool stuff. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, you can also check out the VATSIM coverage, for example, and other coverage as well. You can see other networks. So I can see people that is using Volanta or VATSIM or iVow or FS Cloud, etc., which is pretty cool as well. Let me see if I can find my aircraft here. Oh, so many people flying tonight. Okay, let me see. Le Bourget, where are you? Little Bell 47. Let me see if I can find you. It would be very cool if you could just click on. Oh, there it is. There it is. There I am. Yeah, am I this one? Yeah, I'm this one. Cool. Nice. So we'll be following here. Be doing some flight following here. So Dreadmatis was saying that there was a project announced at a time to offer the world in DCS, but it was just advertising. I think I do believe that Eagle Dynamics still has that in mind. But yeah, it's quite a project. It's not easy to do the whole world. Okay, so we will be using Volanta, and we will be using Microsoft Flight Simulator. And as I said, I will be flying the good old Bell 47. Sorry, for you guys using Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. You can also use the H135, the freeware H135. But the cool thing is that if you are using Volanta, you can use X-Plane or P3D or whatever. Even like I said, Aerofly FS2, since it has Paris, it does have France. So it's a matter of joining. Stuart Walker is saying that it will be ready in 2 or 3 weeks. Well, the whole world for DCS will be ready in 2 more weeks. I also want to thank and welcome. I want to welcome everyone that's on the stream and on the chats, and I would like to thank my good grumpy friends Bell Geode, Drew Bolton, Bell Geode, and Novawing 24. Ayrton for coming and helping and lend us a hand and keeping everything straight and cleaned. And like Drew usually says about DCS and the whole world, 2 more weeks. Cool. What is it that we are going to have to do then? We are going to visit Paris, France. We are going to give some stuff away. Now, I would really, really like for this bots that we have to help us out and let us give some prizes away. For that to happen, you guys really need to be active on the chat channel, so that the bot can get you guys and you can be eligible for the giveaways that we are going to do. So what is it that we are going to give away? We are going to give away 6 prizes from Orbix. We are going to give away the opportunity for you guys to select from 6 things in the Orbix catalog. And not only that, but we are also going to give away 1 TCA Thrustmaster Airbus side stick. While not exactly a joystick for helicopters, well, there are not a lot of controls for helicopters. It's a pretty good joystick. It's a very good joystick, and it's something that I'm sure you'll appreciate, especially if you're new into simming. It's a really cool small joystick that it will give you a lot of time, a lot of fun hours for sure. You'll be appreciating, and that I will be giving that one at the very end of the stream. So stay tuned. The other prizes will be spread along the stream. So actually, let's just give the first one away. Perhaps, shall we? Let's see if the bot collaborates. So guys, let's try and do the first giveaway. So this is the first of 6 prizes that Orbix for Orbix products on the catalog, and let's see if this actually works. Because this is I didn't actually have the opportunity to try this bot live. I managed to try it not in a live environment. So let's see if we can get this to work. So for you guys to enter this, I will be writing rigged. Yeah, I will be writing a word for you guys to enter this, and it's just actually enter me. Okay, that's the thing that I just entered that. So okay, you guys can start. You guys just enter me to the chat, and the bot will get it. Okay, and Red Mattis was the first one that we know and won the giveaway. Cool. Okay, congratulations, Red Mattis. Nice. Congratulations. Okay. Red Mattis, please send me a private message here on YouTube and with your email address, and I'll be contacting you. Congratulations, you are the first one. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I think the bot. Okay, yeah, I think the bot just picked up the first one. Yeah, I think the bot just picked up the first one. Really? Well, I don't argue. Yeah. Well, I did see a lot of logs. Well, you guys, I'm getting this chat probably before you guys are getting, because I did see the logs on the bot, and it was quite a few entries. It was quite fast actually. Okay, so let's start with our flight. So like I said, we're going to be flying around Paris, France. So let me start the engines on the 47. Let me see if I don't screw this up, because I tend to forget something. It's really not a very hard helicopter for you guys to start up actually. Let me just turn this on and this on. Okay, I would like to give you a tip. This is something since I fly a lot of different helicopters, that sometimes I do understand and I do remember in which direction the rotors actually spin. As you probably know, we will have to enter left or right pedal depending on the direction of the rotor system. And a lot of the time, since I use the same helicopter over and over again, I remember. Sometimes I don't. There's a small tip from small trick that I use from inside the helicopter, which is which direction the blades are spinning as I look outside and I look into the rotor blade. So if the rotor blade is spinning from my right to my left, I'm going to use left pedal. If it's spinning from my left to my right, I'm going to use right pedal. And as you can see, as you will be able to see when I start the engine on the Bell 47, the rotor would actually spin from the right to the left. So I will have to be using my left pedal. Okay, cool. Another thing that I want you guys to know is that I am not using VR today. And what that means is that I will have less FOV and less depth perception. And you guys will notice. You guys will notice it. You'll see that I will be drifting a lot instead of hovering pretty much solidly. I won't say that I'm rock solid, but I'm usually a bit more solid. So this is going to be a challenge. I'm going to do this very easily. I'm just going to possibly just position myself over a runway and just do a quick takeoff. Okay, so as you can see, I'm already drifting. Yeah. It's and I tell you guys, having no VR after, I don't know, several months, well, years already. I've been using VR for years now that I think about it, for a couple of years. And going back into 2D, Jesus, it's just painful. You do lose a lot of perception. It's almost like you're not starting over, because you do have some muscle memory and you know what is it that you're doing. But it's not easy. If you guys are looking for me on the On MSFS, my nickname there is Space Rat, so it's easier for you guys to find me there. Okay, I'm actually taking off from one of the runways. So yeah, I'm taking off from runway 21, and I'll be actually heading out to the Stade de France. So it's the Stadium of France. And we have someone here asking if the Bell 47 is one of the first light airframes in the helicopter history. Yeah, it's one of the first helicopters actually, and it was one of the helicopters that started changing the world, changing the military world, since it was used in the Korean War for I think mainly it was for medevac, and it saved literally thousands of lives in Korea. Oh, Tony is saying that great stream so far. I've learned a lot. A tip for remembering which pedal will be needed. Yeah, I kind of had to come up with that one because I do change helicopters a lot. And the benefit of not buying a VR headset. Yeah, it's not a benefit. Trust me, you'll want to use VR. You'll want to use VR. It's really I know that people say this a lot and very often and say that it's something is a game changer, but it is a game changer. The thing is, it is a game changer. Once you get used to VR, and like I was saying, the increased field of view and the increased depth perception, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world, and you tend to be when you're hovering, you tend to be able to understand and to visualize what's going on. Okay, let me just change here because you guys were watching me instead of the actual helicopter. Sorry about that. So you guys are actually since you have a bigger field of view, you have more going on your peripheral vision, and you are able to get a lot more information and understand what's going on even before your focal point of view, which you are usually looking forward, has the ability to understand what's going on. So you'll be able to react earlier than using a 2D screen. That's the thing. That helps a lot. And having depth perception helps a lot on that as well. And of course, it helps you have a better perception of where things are in the world, especially when you are doing approaches. I find it's easier for me to do them because I have a better perception of the distance between the helicopter and the runway. When I'm using a 2D monitor, I tend to usually land a lot shorter. And I have to push the helicopter forth to be able to position myself on the target that I actually want to land on or hover on. With VR, I still do that sometimes, honestly, but it's much more rare. Let me see the chat here. You're reverting back to the NDCS as well. So Cowboy 10 UK, you were saying that you are going back to the NDCS for some reason? Okay, and where we have the Stade de France, cool stadium. And we'll go this way, and I think we're going to have, the Sacre-Cœur Basilica. Oh, you want me to land on this stadium? Ah, man. I just said, look, I don't have VR. This is going to be hard for me. And you guys go, yeah, land in it. Yeah, cool. Okay. Let me just make a fool of myself here and try to land inside the stadium. And since I don't have, I don't even have a way of actually looking sideways. Okay, let me see if I can get a little further away from the stadium. And comment on UK is saying that he struggles with VR, always find it too blurred. Which headset are you using? Are you using a Vive or something like that? Yeah, Dreadmatters, you are saying that for a bit of better perception, you could use a head tracking solution still. You can use a head tracking solution. I have used the Track IR for quite some time. But I'll be honest with you, it's really not the same. It's really not the same. It does help a lot, and it's a good option if you don't want to use VR or if you cannot use VR for some reason. Some guys cannot use VR. Antebellum, thank you. Thanks. Welcome. Good to see you here. I was saying that it's a good head tracking is a good solution for those that cannot use VR or don't want to use VR. I've used it, but it's not the same thing. It's really not the same thing. Okay, let's see if I can land here. Again, without VR. I don't think I was thinking that I don't think it can actually. I think you go through the field, right? I think I tried to land here before. I think you go through the field. Oh, here's Drew, and I've seen that Tristan is already down there waiting for me, and here I am drifting. And this is where VR really helps. You really have a lot of perception of where you are in the world, a lot more perception, and of the distances. Oh crap! That was a crappy landing, and I think I got into a bit of VR there. VRS, sorry. Missing the heli sounds in the background. Well, I do have sound, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with the desktop audio. Can you guys hear it now? Can you guys listen it? Is it better? Let me guys know in the chat if this sounds better like that. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys because I did a small stream once and it was just helicopter sound and nothing. Okay, cool, better. Nice. What's the offside rule if you're in a helicopter? We only have one more dimension. Okay, let me just try and take off and see if I can take the helicopter out of here without bringing the stadium with me. And I can see Drew over there as well. Okay, let me. Well, actually, I was going to say that I should have. Well, I'll land at near the Basilica, and we'll probably do the second giveaway there. Oh, Panther is saying it cannot see anyone there. Are you in Volanta? Cowboy 10 UK. Yeah, you just sent me a message. Yeah, I know who you are. I was just calling you by your name in the chat. Sorry. Yeah, you were saying that you are using the Oculus Quest 2 with the cable, and it's still too blurry. Yeah, that's a bad landing. That's a bad landing. Corbin 10 UK. Yeah, I know it was bad. And I know it's kind of lame blaming on the fact that I don't have VR, but The truth is, I really, it's a huge difference. It's really a huge difference. Oh, well, nice. Yeah, probably. Yep, bit of speed here. Okay, and we're getting close to Basilica, the Sacre-Cœur Basilica. You can actually have a very cool view of the city from this basilica. Unfortunately, there's no way we can land here. I'm wondering if I can make the bell stall with the roller wash. And Drew's probably thinking about Metallica now. This is a cool model. Nice work. I'm wondering if this is Orbix's work. Cowboy in UK is asking if this is standard MFSS Paris or the Paris Landmarks pack from Orbix. I'm using the Paris Landmark pack from Orbix. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for asking. I'm using that package. Yeah. And I'm actually now I'm going to pause here, active pause here. And what do you say, guys? Do we go for the second giveaway? And see who'll be winning the second Orbix prize of the night. Okay, you guys will have to. I got a shot. Have to go. Be back later. Okay, later, Cowboy 10. Okay, see you later, mate. Okay, let's go for the second. Let's go for the second giveaway. Sorry, I was just entering on a chat. What is it that you guys need to roll with? And guys, just go ahead and enter. Okay, Daniel C won this one. Congratulations, Daniel C. Please send me a message here on via YouTube with your email address, and I will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Let me just save the winners here on this text file. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Second prize. Second winner. And let's go to, where is it that we are going next inside Microsoft Flight Simulator? Okay, let me. Now this is, let me see if I don't crash. Oh, cool, I didn't crash. Nice. I don't know if this happens to you guys or not, but when I'm flying, it's usually with helicopters. When I am flying helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator, let's see if I can repeat it. I can do it again. Let's see if I crash or not. Just doing an experiment here. I don't know if guys, yeah, it happened now. This happens especially when I fly helicopters. For some reason, when I have active pause, it kind of tends to throw the helicopter away, you know, really, really hard, as if it was kicked by something. And where is it that we're going now? Okay, let me see. Send to Starship. Let's go this way and perhaps visit the Notre Dame Cathedral. Oh, let's go through let's fly over the Louvre first. Let's check out the Louvre. And see if we don't smash the glass pyramid, which is the main entrance for the Louvre. Oh, Drew crashed. Dreadmat is, yeah, I think something is weird with the Nightbot. I'm going to see if I can, if I leave it running a few minutes before doing the giveaway. Tristan was just saying that on another chat channel. Okay, cool. Let me see if I don't crash on top of anyone here. And perhaps try and land near the glass pyramid. Well, perhaps not land, but at least do some hovering. Here we have some melted crew buses, something like that. Okay. Drew, were you in active pause? Was what I was saying? You are thrown away when you leave active pause and you got into VRS. Those pyramids are really cool. These pyramids are just impressive in real life. Really cool stuff. Oh look, I may be getting used to 2D again. I haven't crashed yet or anything, so. Awesome. Cool. Just look at that. No crashes today. Nice. Oh, you crashed from clipping your push. Yeah. Sim said nope. Yeah. It does happen. Oh, Tristan just landed nearby as well. This is where are you? Where are you? Okay, cool. Well, didn't crash, didn't get inside the glass pyramid either, so good work, I guess. Okay, like cool beans. Let me just take off again. See if I don't crash onto the pyramid. Oh, something that you guys just let me end here again. Okay, another tip for you guys is that if you manage to do a proper good landing, which was not the second one that I just did, if you guys don't move the controls at all and you just start pulling the collective, you'll be having the controls on the same position as you landed, and it's easier for you guys to get control of the helicopter already. Because you'll have it balanced just like you had it before you touched down. That is a cool tip. Also, I don't have. I should have a camera pointing to my controls. I'm using the Pro Flight Trainer Puma, by the way, and I had a camera pointing at my controls, but unfortunately the camera had an issue, and I had to shut it down. But there's something that I would like you guys to know as well. It's another tip, which is I don't touch the collective that often. And that was something that I didn't even realize I was doing as I was flying helicopters. But I got this tip from a real world helicopter. Actually, Jeff, which is one of the guys that works for us at HeliSimmer.com. Jeff Tucker. He's a Chinook pilot. He used to fly Kiowas for the US Army as well. And one of the things that Jeff told me that he realized I was doing one time that we were flying together, I was searching the collective way too much. So I was constantly in need of providing pedal input. And once he got my attention to it and asked me if I wasn't moving the collective way too much, I kind of noticed I was, and I was doing very, very small, very, very micro gestures. I was micromanaging the collective, and without noticing, that was making my life living hell. So what I usually do now, I tend to use a collective, and when something happens, for example, the helicopter climbs a few feet off the ground, I tend to just stop the collective. Sometimes I even actually take the hand out of the collective. I do that less often now. I take the collective out of I take the hand out of the collective less often because I'm used to doing it. But I actually removed my hand from the collective so that I wasn't doing any micromanaging of the actual lever, and that helped me a lot. That really helped me a lot. So if you guys seem to be struggling with hovering or hover taxi or anything like that, just try to keep the collective steady and just use the cyclic and the pedals. Just balance the helicopter using the pedals, using the cyclic to do whatever is it that you want to do, and just use the collective. When you do use the collective for something that is actually meaningful. If you actually need a bit more power, add more power. Don't drop the collective. Just let the collective be again. If you really need less power, just remove a little power. Just let the collective be. That will help you a lot. It did help me a lot a long time ago, and I became a better virtual pilot because of that. It's one of those really, I wouldn't say it's a stupid little tip. It's a small tip. It's something that you probably don't even realize that you are doing, but it's a small tip that it's really valuable. It helped me a lot, really. Okay, and we already passed through the Notre Dame Cathedral, and we are going, we're going in the direction of the Eiffel Tower. Daniel C. saying that he struggles most with the view system in MFSS, especially the external view, that there doesn't seem to be a lock spot anymore. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the view system in Microsoft Flight Simulator and I know this is actually not something that it's optimal, but until I start using an Xbox controller, as stupid as that might sound, after I started using the Xbox controller, you do have a lot of control over the camera, and it's really cool. But the general view system per se, the actual view system as we were used to in FSX and P3D, yeah, I think you're right. It's a bit off. Kind of throws me off as well. Okay, we're getting near the Eiffel Tower, and I actually let me see if can I land under the Eiffel Tower? And this question actually has two meanings. One of them is, can we actually get beneath the Eiffel Tower or under the end of the Eiffel Tower? And the second one is, can I do this without crashing once again? Okay, let's put some speed here. 30 miles per hour. Don't forget the 47 speedometer actually indicates miles per hour, not knots. Okay, we have some more melting buildings, which I hope Microsoft will be fixing on future updates of the sim or the scenery. Okay, let me see if I can land. Okay, let me land here under the Eiffel Tower, and we'll do the third giveaway, hopefully, if the Nightbot lets us do this thing. Primary is saying that the camera system is tailor-made for console controls. Yeah, very probably. It does work very well with console controls, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of consoles myself, and I really don't like the console controllers. I got it for some other reasons, but I'm glad I got it because now I can actually use it with the view system, and now I want other sims to use it as well, to be honest with you. Okay, a bit more collective to question the landing. Yeah, this is... Yeah, so what happened there, this is why I really miss VR, because I was started to drift backwards, and when I managed to understand what was happening, I already had a bit too much speed. Okay, let me see if I can get this bot to work and get people to actually enter. Okay, so it's it does look like Nightbot is randomly looking for people even before they enter me. So it actually did 2 giveaways now. Okay, let's roll with that. Let's not take prices from people. So congratulations, Stuart Walker and Antebellum. Yeah, it's the bot is doing his own thing. I have no idea. It just hates me. Okay, so Stuart Walker and Antebellum, guys, congratulations. You guys won a couple of giveaways. You won, each of you won an Arbex prize from the Arbex catalog. Guys, get in touch with me here on YouTube and send me your email address, please. And the bots are always right. Sometimes. Sometimes they are. Congratulations, guys. So that you know, the bot is actually removing the guys that already won from the list. So the other guys that didn't win yet have more chances of winning. And we now have 4 winners, which means we have 2 more prizes to give away, 2 more Arbex prizes, and then we will have the Thrustmaster prize to give away, which is really cool. Brand new joystick from Thrustmaster. Cool. Nice. So that's a good thing at least. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, nice. Let me try to take off again without taking the Eiffel Tower with me. So far, I haven't killed anyone in Paris and managed to not do a lot of damage, at least. Tristan is happily... Oh, Tristan is just overtaxing. Hey, Tristan. Nice to see you, man. Let me go to the left here. Oh, and let me show you guys something. I know it's not here. I know it doesn't... well, something is here, but it's not what you would expect. Some years ago, I actually visited Paris a couple of times. So a lot of what we are seeing here, I actually visited. And Paris is just absolutely amazing. And one of the things that I didn't realize, actually, was that there's a Statue of Liberty, smaller version, of course, of the Statue of Liberty here in the middle of the Seine River, in this little island that I'm flying nearby. This little island on my right, and at the end you can see something there. Looks like, again, kind of a Lego minifig that was horribly disfigured because of some fire or something like that. So you can see there's this kind of a statue, you want to call it. Let me just try to hover here. Stop it. It'll turn. Try not to crash. Okay, this was supposed to be the Statue of Liberty. Oh, collective. Cool. So this is supposed to be the Statue of Liberty, actually. Unfortunately, this is not one of the POIs. I'm losing power for some reason. Unfortunately, it's not one of the POIs, which is a shame. It would be really cool to see the Statue of Liberty here, even if it's a smaller one. But yeah, so that you guys know, for those that didn't know, there's a small Statue of Liberty over here on the Seine River. And I was surprised because, like I said, I didn't know there was a Statue of Liberty in Paris. I must confess my ignorance, because I actually was at an hotel very close nearby, and I actually saw it from in between of those buildings. We just came by the scene to see the views, and I just saw this Statue of Liberty. It was like, whoa, had no idea. Okay, cool. Let me catch some speed, get into effective transitional lift, and you can really feel that the Bell 47 is not an overpowered machine at all. It does like a little bit of power now and then. And I was having a hard time, even at this altitude, I was having a hard time gaining altitude over there. Okay, let us go and take a look at the perhaps the Arc de Triomphe, and check the chat here, the meditative frantic palm trees. So it looks like Novowing 24 is getting addicted to helicopters. Well, my friend, you did a great job. You just passed by cruising along, underneath the Eiffel Tower, just chilling. And Dreadmaz is saying that this is one of the real original statues. The left, believe that indeed. Yeah. I know. After I visited, I actually went and learned a bit more about it, and I was knew a bit more about the statue. Daniel C. Stuart Walker, yes, spotted some flying cars. Yeah, France has some flying cars now. It's an European thing. They have fashion and cuisine and flying cars. One of their things. Daniel says, I think it's time for an auto rotation. You don't want to see me do an auto rotation on this thing, especially not without VR. But I'll probably do I'll try to do an auto rotation as we get back to Le Bourget, to the airport. Yeah, Drew is saying that Tristan is looking like a pro. You went for more coffee. Yeah. I have to say that after years and years and years and years of nagging Tristan, Tristan is Novowing 24. You guys know who he is. And Novowing 24, along with Belgio, the gentleman that you can see on the chat with the blue names. So they are the moderators, the guys with the band hammer. These guys are the ones that do, along with me, we do the 3 Rampy Simmers. And I spent quite a bit amount of time trying to convince Tristan to fly helicopters, or as he called it very passionately, frantic palm trees. And Tristan, I think he started flying helicopters. Drew helped me here, but I think he started with a Belt 47 actually, or the H-135. I think it was a Belt 47 though, which he did a stream some time ago, showing it off. And I think that secretly he is getting addicted to helicopters. They are frantic palm trees. Yeah, but they are cool frantic palm trees. That's the thing. And Dread Matters was saying we love our fromage and our flying cars. Raw milk flying cars, yeah. You guys are way ahead. I think the 47ers is going to try and land on the Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, guy is landing there. Awesome. Good job, the 47ers. Who landed there? Are you on the chat, or is it just a guy flying around? Just one of you guys flying around. Good job, great, nice one. Hey Joshua, welcome. I hope you're well. We're just chilling on the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France. I think I hear some sirens now, so we may have called may have called the police. Oh, this is Rostislav. This is Europe North, but we are using Orbex's Volanta if you want to. Hey, Paul, welcome. Nice to see you guys. For those that are just joining us, this is a stream we're doing for Orbex for Fly July. HeliSimmer.com fly in on Stuart Walker wants me to fly through the arch. Okay, let me see if I can do this without causing any mayhem. This is one of the events for Fly July, and we still have a couple more. We have 3 more prizes to give away. 2 of them are products from the Orbex catalog, and we have one TCA Airbus Thrustmaster joystick at the very end. No, you cannot go under the arch, really? So yeah, I was saying that we have a couple more prizes from Orbex and the Thrustmaster to give you guys away at the very end of the stream. So I will be flying through Paris a bit more, then I'll be going back to Le Bourget. I'll be landing. I'll be doing a small Q&A session if you guys want to ask me anything about helicopters or flight simulation in general, even hardware, whatever is it that you guys want to ask me. I'll be here to ask your questions. And at the very end, before we leave, I'll be giving away the Thrustmaster joystick. Okay, let me see if I can get under the arch. Brad Matty was saying that it's not possible. Probably not. Oh, look, it is. Oh, no, it isn't. That's too bad. Okay. That is too bad. It almost looked like I could do it, but yeah. Okay. Let's go back. We need to ask Volanta to change the symbol. Yeah, I already asked the guys from Orbex, and I actually saw already saw a helicopter somewhere. Not right now, but I actually saw it. Yeah, Paul, I didn't explode. Yeah. At least I didn't blow up and I didn't kill anyone, I think. Okay, cool. Where is it that we are going now? Let me try to get my bearings here. Dryman is saying that, trust me, if there was a possibility, I already tried. Yeah, I think that we pretty much tried it. I think I did try the Eiffel Tower before. I didn't try the arch. I didn't try the Arc de Triomphe. It's protected by a forceful. Yeah, it is. Okay, let me see. Let me get my bearings here and see where is it that we are going to go next. Because we are reaching 1 hour stream and I don't want to push this. I already start a bit later than I was supposed to. Apologize for the technical issues. But like I was saying, very often we are the technically challenged steamers. Yeah, Paul is asking, if there's a bridge or something low has to be tried. Exactly. Yeah, that's our thing. We just need to try it. If it's low enough for us to do it, we will definitely do it. That's for sure. Okay, cool. I'll be heading back to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, and then the Stadium of France of Stade de France, and then go back to Le Bourget. And we'll probably do, well, perhaps I'll do the next giveaway when we go back to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, as we only have 2 Orbex prizes to give away. And then we have the joystick at the end. And Dradmed is saying that remember that at Zobos you'll have to rewrite the whole collision system for more accuracy, bridges, blah blah blah, better taxiing, physics when windy, etc. Yeah, that's one of the things that they they really need to do. And that's why they say that heading helicopters, it's very hard. It's one of the things that they need to do. A lot of people don't understand what is it that they mean when they're saying that heading helicopters, it's hard. It's not just about the flight dynamics. It's about everything else that they want to do surrounding helicopters. So I believe that whenever we have something, whenever we had a flight dynamic, I would say general flight dynamics or helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's just going to be one of the first things that we're going to have, because helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator will have to have a lot more stuff. Okay, I'm going to put it on active pause here, guys, so that we can have the giveaway. And I'm going to, roll it, because it looks like the bot has a mind of its own. So let's just roll it and see who won it. And come on, little bot. Okay, Rogue 46 VR has won the giveaway. So congratulations, Rogue 46 VR. Please send me a private message here on YouTube and with your email address, and I will be in touch so that you can select from one of the products that Orbx has on the catalog. Congratulations. By the way, guys, at the end of the giveaway, I will be resetting all the winners. So even if you already won one of the Orbx prizes, you will be eligible for the final one, which is the joystick. Okay, I think it's just, some of you may not think it's fair for some guys to take two prizes, but I think it's fair for everyone to just be able to win one, the actual joystick. Okay, and here we go. So what happened? I just unpause it and all hell broke loose. Okay, let me see what's going on the chat. Probably answer questions 100 times in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is Bell have much more realistic dynamics than the H135? Well, it does. I have written a couple of articles about it, and the flight dynamics in the Bell 47 are better than the flight dynamics on the H135. It's completely different. But here's the thing, and I know I've been a nag, and the guys from the high performance group have been very patient, and they actually understand why is it that I say this. But here's the thing. The H135 is a heavily automated machine. It's a helicopter that has a lot of different aids, different electronic aids, like SAS, which is Stabilization Augmentation System, which reduces the workload on the pilot and takes care of a lot of different things. For example, here on the Bell 47, all the anti-torque pedal that is provided has to be provided by the pilot. Every single correction has to be made by the pilot, even on the cyclic or the pedals or something like that. On the H135, things are much more controlled in the sense that we have automated systems to take care of it and make the helicopter much more stable for us. It's a helicopter designed to reduce the workload on the pilot. So while the actual flight dynamics in the H135 are not better, in fact, the flight dynamics on the Bell 47 are quite a lot better than the flight dynamics on the H135. If you are using the H135 as it is supposed to be used, by using the automated systems, the autopilot and auto hover and everything that the computers do and or which the machine was designed to do, you don't actually feel that much of a difference. You don't actually feel that much of the lack of, I don't want to say proper flight dynamics, but as as advanced flight dynamics as the Bell 47 offers. That's the thing. So if you are using the H135, or either you use the H135 or the Bell 47, you'll be very well served. They are different helicopters. That's the thing. It's completely different. But the flight dynamics, if you are just looking for flight dynamics, for pure flight dynamics, you will be better served with the Bell 47. It's the helicopter I use the most. It's not like we have a lot of different choices right now, but it's the helicopter that I've been using a lot more in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Bell 47 is actually the helicopter that made me start using the Microsoft Flight Simulator a lot more. Okay, I'm going to try and take a peek there. Let me just pause it again and take a peek at Volanta and see the flight that we have been doing so far. Okay, so here I am right now. I'm going to turn right to the airport. Let's go back and see if I don't do a loop. And here we go again. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm done. Dang. Okay, cool. Rusty. Yeah, Joshua. That was nasty. Yeah. Don't use active pause and fly, guys. Rusty's laugh, Kudlak, thanks for such informative answer. No problem, my pleasure. Never press active pause. Yeah, active pause is active pause hates me. Daniel C, I really hope the likes of Dreamfall make their 407 available to for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, I hope and I wish that that Dreamfall and other developers get into Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not like when I say this, a lot of people just go, oh, but we don't want developers to drop X-Plane and go into Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't as well. That's the truth. It's not like, and I've had people saying that, you know, I was no longer using X-Plane. I was kind of, well, you know how people are on the internet, and there's this word that's kind of a fad nowadays, but it's true. There's a lot of polarization on the internet. You are either in or out, 1 or 0, black and white. And I'm not actually like that. I'm not all in or all out. And I like to see myself as a very neutral person. But some people start seeing, but because of the fact that I was talking about helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I was allowing people to talk about the H135 in Microsoft Flight Simulator on our Facebook group, and I was starting to talk about the Bell 47. People started saying that I was betraying X-Plane or something like that because I was using or allowing people to talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator. But the truth is, I use several sims. I don't just use Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't just use X-Plane. I don't just use Aerofly FS2. I don't just use DCS. I use all sims. I use a lot of different sims, and there are some sims that I use more and some sims that I use less. When I say that I hope that some developers come into Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's not like I want them to drop the sims they are working on right now. I don't want any developers to drop Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't want any developers to drop, X-Plane. Well, I don't want them to drop Microsoft Flight Simulator either. But I don't want them to drop X-Plane. I don't want them to drop P3D. I don't want them to drop any sim. I want them to I wish and I would like them to have Microsoft Flight Simulator as one of the offerings. And like Paul just said it on the chat, no sim offers everything at the moment, and he's right. And I don't know if it's just at the moment, but I think it's going to be very hard for any sim to offer everything people are looking for or expecting for in the sim, because we're all different. And it's something that myself, and Tristan, November 24, and Drew Belgiode, both here in the chat and flying around with me here in France, in Paris. It's something that we have been defending and we have been saying for a long time. People take from sims whatever is it that they want to take from sims. They take whatever is it that they are looking for, and sometimes you find it on sim A or sim B or sim C. Dreadmate is saying Serge is very hard to maintain more than one sim up to date with add-ons, etc. nowadays. I understand that, but still, again, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the opposite. It's still you are selecting one sim because of the things that you want, right? That's the thing. You look for something, and you are using that sim because of that something or those pieces of something that you want to use. But that doesn't mean, just because you use the sim, that doesn't mean that we should detract or we should remove developers from one sim to the other. Okay, it's just, I hope that all sims will have coverage from different developers, because people will want different sims. Paul is saying that Microsoft Flight Simulator is a very promising platform for the future. Platform, all in caps. I agree with you. It is very promising. And Panthera says it's not a big simmer and it does have 4 sims installed. I have a lot of them. I have X-Plane and Aerofly FS2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, P3D, FSX, FlyInside. Still have FlyInside. I have Flight Gear. I don't use it that often. Yes, Microsoft. Well, you are saying that I have Microsoft Flight Simulator, so yeah, I have 7 sims installed, 8 sims installed. Of course, I don't use all of them, and I have a reason. Oh, here I go. Oh, you guys know what's happening now? Retreating blade stall. Here I go. Yeah, I was just having a lot of fun talking to you guys, and here I go. Boom. What you guys just saw here is I forgot DCS. Yeah, I have DCS as well. Let me just crash here. Boom, here I go again. I was just distracted talking to you guys, and what happened here? I just, yeah, more than 110 knots. Miles per hour, actually. This is actually miles per hour. I was just distracted talking to you guys and looking at the chat, and I just forgot to check out my speed. Okay, I'm going to try and crash again in a different way. Okay, let me see. Let me just turn the... Okay, this is going to be fun. I just turned the governor off. So I'm controlling the engine by using my throttle. Paul saying that he was thinking I was a good pilot. I'm not a good pilot, actually. I kind of pretend. I fake it a lot, but I'm not a good pilot. Trust me. I was distracted, guy. I was just looking at the chat. I was looking at the chat and answering to your questions. And I really got distracted. Okay, let me get some altitude here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that auto rotation. I'm gonna crash for sure. That's for me blaming. Not blaming you. I'm blaming myself. I was distracted. I was the one distracted, not you guys. I should be looking at my speed. I was actually trying to figure out where to do this auto rotation. I'll probably do it somewhere over here. I'll try not to be distracted now. Richard's saying that he has not seen one IKEA yet. I don't think there's one here. I don't think there's an IKEA here. Okay, let me gain some more altitude. A little bit more speed, not too much speed. We know what happens when we tend to overspeed. A bit more throttle to keep it on the yellow. Stop reading. I have to read. I have to answer to you guys. us how many giveaways we have. We have giveaways. Okay, we have one more giveaway and then the final one. Oh, I'm having some. I was having some glitches here. Concentrate. Oh no, Panthera, no concentration will help me. I will just crash badly. So you have to crash more for us. Yeah, you guys love to see me crash, right? Having some stutters here. It's not going to make it easier. Okay, so let me just find a place where to crash. Okay, this looks like a good place, as good as any other. Let me just roll it up, pull it down. Here we go. Try to keep it. Oh, the nose drops really fast here. Okay. Bad one. Okay. Well, at least I didn't actually roll over and crash, so not too bad. Let me try that one again. Let me take off and just do another one for you guys. Oh, before we take off, let me... probably walked away. Okay, guys, let us do the final giveaway for one of the Orbix prizes, and then I'll do another auto rotation, come back down, do a small Q&A if you guys want to ask us some questions, and then we will be giving the Thrustmaster joystick away. Let me see whoever. Okay, little bot, let's do this thing. Who's the winner? Here you go, Sasha Biari. Congratulations, you have won the giveaway. You have won one of the Orbix prizes. Please get in touch with me here at the here on YouTube through private message. Send me your email address, please, and I'll be getting in touch as soon as possible. Let me take off here. Oh man, I have some helicopters and guys coming. You don't need to enter, Panthera. It's a Nightbot just that picks someone randomly. Apparently, it was supposed to enter me, but seems like it has a mind on its own, of its own. Okay, let me pick up some altitude here, and I'll be trying to do another auto. Yeah, Paul, it's someone random in the chat. It just picks someone that from the list of people that's on the chat. So everyone was eligible, except the people that had won before. No problem, Sasha. Congratulations once again. I will reset the list for the Thrustmaster. Okay, let me just get a bit more of altitude here. Everyone is a winner. Okay, let me turn. What's happening here? Oh, that was you in front of me? Cool. Okay, let me see if I can do this without killing myself. Trying to fly with the left hand as I do. Okay, cool. Okay, let me see if I can do this just so that you guys can laugh at me. That would be terrifying in VR. Yeah, I know. But actually in VR, I'll probably have done a little better. Okay, here we go. Try to keep it at 60 miles per hour. This thing drops the nose like crazy. I can see Drew. I can see Kristen there. Oh, nice. I'm going to crash in front of them. Cool. I'm going to try and see if I can reach the runway. Looks like I can. I almost botched it. Well, didn't crash it, but I don't think it would be in in all pieces, actually. We just turn the governor on again. Okay, cool. Let me perhaps just take this off the runway at least and do some hover taxiing, and just place it somewhere where it doesn't actually stay in the way of anyone here. I see Tristan over there. I think Tristan is having way too much fun on I think Tristan is having way too much fun with helicopters. Here he goes again. Let me just try and not kill anyone. And here's the thing that I was telling you guys before. Without VR, I tend to be a bit too short. And drift a lot more. Okay, let me just on the ground. I'll judge this Vikings helicopter idea, Sergio. Okay, guys, let me turn and the red and annoying thingy. Just turn all this off. And here we go. Here we are with the beautiful HeliSimmer.com livery by FlyInside. Okay, guys. I'll be up for some Q&A if you guys are up to it. If you have some questions, I already answered a couple of them as we were flying around. But if you guys have anything to ask me about simulators, hardware, helicopters, whatever, just put it on the chat, and I'll try to reply and to give you as many answers as I can. And after that, we will just give away the joystick, the Thrustmaster, the TCA Airbus joystick from Thrustmaster, and call it an evening. You guys, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Send them over on the chat. You are probably tired of hearing me already anyway. Missed in chat before, but how is the latest Bell 47 update? Well, it's not. It doesn't actually bring any major breakthroughs. I think is this the one with the mesh version? I think they have released another one. Meanwhile, it does have the mesh helicopter, the mesh version, which is pretty cool. I really like it. It's really nice. It's really well done, and it is the first weathered or aged or used livery for the Bell 47 that FlyInside has released. So that is pretty cool. And it has the stretchers on the side as well. That is pretty cool. I really like it. Brad Matt is not tired from having me online. It is rare though. Yeah, it's really rare, and I would like to do this more often. Very honestly, but I don't have. Logistically, it's very hard. I don't really have a place for me to be able to do this. I'm in my you cannot see obviously, but I'm in my living room, and my family had to go to the opposite side of the house for me to be able to do this. At this time, it's already midnight here in Portugal, where I'm at. So doing this at a time in which you guys can actually watch it, kind of hard for me. But I would love to do this more often with you guys, for sure. Perhaps not with all the prices and whatnot, but just hanging out with you guys and reading the chat and having your questions and just bonding with you. That's one of the reasons why I did HeliSimmer, which is to be able to bond with the community and to provide information and to be able to hang around with you guys. So Paul, you were asking me about the flight model. No, I don't think there's any tweaks, and I don't think there's going to be any more tweaks to the flight model anytime soon. I haven't talked to FlyInside about it. They did some tweaks in the beginning. I have found some stuff when they first released the helicopter, and I told them about it, and they fixed it right away. They were pretty quick at fixing everything that I told them about. It was nothing serious. Honestly, I don't even remember what is it, but it's one of those first change logs. I don't think there's going to be any tweaks for now, at least for now. Let me see more stuff on the chat here. The changes. Yeah, I get it. Streaming is really hard on infrastructure. Yeah, streaming most for me. I actually had more stuff for you guys, to be honest with you. I had a side camera pointing to my controls so you could see it, but my camera died. I actually need to see what I'm worried now because I don't know what happened to the camera. I hope that the camera is not broken. Probably just some issues with the connection, something like that, because I was supposed to have to have a camera pointing in my controls. You could at least see me using the collective. I'll do that some other time if I'm able to do another stream as well. Yeah, mass helicopter flight would be really cool. I would love to do a mass helicopter flight, Paul. And no need to thank me. I am the one that thank you guys for being here today. I wasn't expecting to have so many people here, to be honest with you, since I don't do a lot. Well, it's not like I was going to say I don't do a lot of streams. I don't actually stream. This is my first serious stream, if you want to call it. I have done a couple of other things in the past. I do a lot of recorded video streams, not so much. So this was a first for me. Thank you very much for all of you for being here. Guys, any more questions that you may have? There's not much messing going on the flight sim right now. Rostislav, my videos and articles are awesome. Oh man, thank you very much. I'm glad. I don't know if they are awesome. I hope that at least they are helpful. That's my main concern, and that's why I really want to do this, and that's why I started HeliSimmer.com. It was for you guys to at least have some place where you could get some questions answered and perhaps learn something from my path as a simmer as well. So thank you. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Any news on shipping date for the Whirlpool Collective? Paul, from what I know, Whirlpool is already, I think they're already shipping, to be honest with you, because I already saw a guy on one of the DCS groups talking about the Collective and talking about the experience with the Collective. So I think they are shipping. Now, one of the things that Whirlpool usually has a problem with sourcing some of their raw materials to produce the hardware. So that may be happening. I'm not sure if they are already having those issues, but at least I know that at least one of the guys already got the Collective, and I am waiting for them to send me the one with the twist grip so that I can try the throttle. I'm waiting for that, and I hope they also send me the other grip, the one that is kind of a replica of the UH60. I would like to check that one out as well. Juan Jose Aglieri, thank you, Sergio, for always sharing helicopter simulation information with us. It's my pleasure. Love it. I hope I could do this more often. Perhaps if I win the lottery and manage to get a bigger house, I can have an office where I can do this. That would be cool. Stuart Walker, have you flown a helo in real life? No, I haven't. I have not flown a helicopter in real life. I was actually planning on having a lesson, a helicopter flight lesson with a flight school here in Portugal. I was talking to them about doing it and recording it and writing an article about it and doing a video as a guy coming from Sims and trying a helicopter for the first time. Unfortunately, COVID happened. So that was postponed, and I have no idea when is it that I'll be able to do that. Ironically, I have flown in a helicopter once in my lifetime. Once in my life, actually. And it was my absolutely amazing wife that offered me that chance. It was a really small flight, 15-minute flight. Yeah, and it was everything that I dreamed of. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the front position in the cockpit with the pilot. I was in the back seat, but still, dang. Let me see. I hope Whirlpool will make all the civilian stuff that VKB never made. Yeah, I hope Whirlpool does a lot of different things. They seem to be doing a lot of cool stuff for helicopters. They now have a new mount, and I know they are working on something else. They have asked for my input on something else. So I may have helped design something for us. Cannot say what it is, but I hope that they show it sometime soon. Actually, also this helped design something on the grips, on the collective grips that are being released. No biggie, just some minor stuff. Still, I was involved, which is pretty cool. And again, it's one of the cool things that I love about HeliSimmer.com, which is the ability to work with these companies. To whoever I was jesting with, thank you for the dance. That was wonderful. Drew was just dancing with someone. Yeah, nice ballet. Man, his helicopter time is expensive. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, man. It's I know. Never paid for it, but I will have to eventually. And I will probably pay for some time with an instructor. You have seen Sergio fly. There's seen ride multiple crashes. Not sure it'll be left. Yeah. Well, there's one thing, Paul, that's just going to repeat what you just wrote. So you have seen Sergio fly. There's seen rides multiple crashes. Not sure it'll be flat in a real helicopter. Probably not. That would be the safest for everyone. Try do a funding. For the helicopter flight, well, the helicopter flight with this flight school was probably going to be something funded by the actual flight school. From what I understand, they are interested in. I actually went to the flight school a couple of times, and the second time I took my VR rig, and a couple of pilots tried it out. They were impressed. On one hand, they weren't so much impressed on the other hand, but they understood the potential of VR and flight sims. And I think it's just a matter of mindset. If you realize what is it that VR and these flight sims can do for you, and for pilot training, you can actually start considering using it on a flight school for several reasons. One of them is actually being more comfortable with an aircraft. And that actually happened to me. You guys probably know that me and some other guys, including Drew and Tristan, Belgio, then over Wing 24, we were invited for the global preview event for Microsoft Flight Simulator back in September 2019. And one of the things that they did, they put us inside the cockpit of real Cessnas. Yeah, unfortunately, it was not helicopters. It was Cessnas. And it was the very first time that I actually controlled and flew an aircraft. I've never flown an aircraft before. I've never flown an aircraft after that either. But the thing is, you would expect that someone that sits in a cockpit for the first time to feel a bit lost and to feel anxious about flying an aircraft. But I have spent so many hours inside a cockpit, and I did spend a lot of hours inside a Cessna. The Cessnas, the 172, is besides, other than helicopters, because you guys probably know that I fly helicopters 99% of the time. But the Cessna 172 is a fixed-wing aircraft in which I have spent more time in the sim, and I have a few hours with the G1000, and we were given flights in 172s with the G1000. When I sat on a cockpit, I was absolutely at ease with everything I was seeing because I already knew everything there. I already knew the cockpit. I already knew the layout. I already knew everything that was going on. I understood what was happening, the sounds, the controls, what the instructor was talking about, what the instructor was doing. The instructor noticed that, and the guys knew that we had sim experience, so it was quite easy for them as well to be able to convey information, to have us do everything. And if flight schools and flight instructors understand that, even just if not for anything else, for cockpit familiarity and for people to understand what the gauges are doing or what the systems do, you get people that are you get students that are less anxious, more prone to learning. So you go into the cockpit with a greater ability of actually learning and understanding other things, other than just trying to find where the controls are. So that's a major deal. And of course, there's several other things that instructors may tell you that it's good or bad. You can also get bad things and start doing things, get bad muscle memory, etc. But it's just a matter of getting the right hardware, and there are a lot of companies out there that have great hardware for students to start training. Let me see what's more here. I haven't figured out people. Daniel C is asking if I have reviewed the X-Trident CH-47 Delta yet. Daniel, I have not done it myself, but if you remember me talking about one of our writers, Jeff Tucker. Jeff Tucker is a Chinook pilot. He flies the CH-47 Echoes? Oh no, I think it's a Foxtrot. It's the F. Yeah, it's a new one with glass cockpit. And Jeff used to fly the Kiowa for the US Army. He now flies the CH-47. And Jeff did the review on the CH-47. So you have a review done by a real pilot at HeliSimmer.com. Just check it out. Well, just go to Google and search for CH-47 HeliSimmer, and you'll find a review for sure. More stuff from the chat. Sometimes learning new stuff on a good distance sim does help. It does help. It does. It will not make you a pilot. No, it doesn't. Dread matters, and I think a lot of people forget that. I get if you go to some groups out there, some flight simulation groups, a lot of the guys there think they are real pilots, and it's cringeworthy, to say the least. Let's see. What was the worst thing happened that instructor picked up during that flight? I don't know, Tony. He didn't say anything. It was my first flight ever in an aircraft. I don't think I had any big bad habits. Probably because I really sucked at it. Well, I don't know really. I didn't notice anything. The instructor didn't say anything. He said that it was a good flight and it was just smooth. I think that probably if it was a helicopter flight, they probably have picked up those habits, or at least my habits are probably worse on helicopters than on fixed wing, because I don't have a lot of time on fixed wing. I do have a lot of hours, but I've not flown fixed wing for a long time, and I don't have the same set of controls. I don't have I do have a yoke, but I don't use a yoke that often. When I fly Cessnas for some reason, sometimes it's just to, I don't know, just because I sometimes feel the need of flying something different, more stable, to do some tests, to see some scenery, for example. And sometimes helicopters are not stable enough for me to do that unless I use something with an SAS or something. So it's probably just easier for me to get into a Cessna. It's very rare, really. I just do it, I don't know. Out of every 100 flights, perhaps once I fly in a Cessna or something like that. So bad habits for me are probably easier to pick up on helicopters more than on fixed wing. It's just because I have more time on helicopters. As long as the instructor doesn't say what the heck is wrong with you, man. That was a good flight. Yeah. I guess yeah. No one actually said that. I even got the Cessna to stall. So the instructor actually let me stall that thing. It was scary, let me tell you. First time when he was the one doing the stall, I have the whole flight on video. Microsoft got the whole flight on video, so we had a couple of cameras, one facing forward, one facing inside the cockpit, and I know exactly where was it that the stall happened, and I'm like, no, all smiles, but I was scared. Drew was asking, was that in Seattle? Yeah, it was a flight in Seattle for the global preview event. It was scary, yeah. Dreadman is saying that stalling in a chair is fun, not so much when you really feel it. Yeah, the first time was scary. The second time, I think it was a mix of already expecting, knowing what to expect, and perhaps also because I was the one in control, so I knew exactly when was it was going to happen. Kind of like when you are driving a car and you go over some bumps or something like that. It's harder for the person next to you than it is to yourself, because you know what's happening with the car and you know what's going to happen, so you expect it. Nick Bates asking, when Drew flies with an instructor, who wags their finger at who? Well, Nick, let me tell you this. When Drew flies with an instructor, Drew's instructors are beautiful women. And I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Not saying that my instructor was an ugly guy, but he just got a hottie to fly with him. Yeah, and then Drew's saying that definitely the instructor. This is where I learned it from. Okay. Guys, I don't know if you guys have any more. Let me know if you have any more questions. let's just perhaps do the final draw for the joystick. And after that, I'll probably just wrap the stream and call it a night. It's past midnight over here already, guys. Okay, guys, this has to be a bit different. I'm going to ask you, everyone that wants to be eligible, to just enter a message so that the bot can pick it up, because I had to reset everything here. So please, guys, I'll give you guys a few more minutes. You can write whatever you want. I'll give you guys a few more minutes and talk a bit more as we go, so that you guys can post on the chat and be eligible for the next prize. Let me just remind you what the prize is. Let me see if I don't get the name wrong for the prize. Because I always switch something here. So it's the one TCA Thrustmaster Airbus side stick. So one of you guys is going to win one TCA Thrustmaster Airbus side stick in partnership with Thrustmaster, and we should thank Thrustmaster and Orbix for all the cool prizes as well. It was really, really cool of Orbix to give away all these prizes. It was really cool of Thrustmaster to give the TCA as well. Oh, let me just check Volanta here and see the weird flights that I have done. Well, I was going to say that we have done, but actually I am the one to blame, right? I was the one doing all this stuff. Yes, we departed Le Bourget. We flew, here's where I landed at the stadium. So I am assuming this place here is the stadium. We just went south, visited the Louvre, and then I went outside as we approached the Notre Dame Cathedral. And then we visited the Eiffel Tower. I actually landed under the Eiffel Tower here. We visited the Statue of Liberty, one of the original statues of Liberty. And then we hovered a bit and flew around the Arc de Triomphe. And then we came back to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica. Yeah, Sacré-Cœur Basilica. And then off to the stadium once again. And then I just had a little detour here and back to Le Bourget, where I did a couple of I don't want to call it autorotations. It was almost like more like crashes and autorotations. Okay, let me see if everyone... Okay, we have quite a few guys here eligible for the final prize. Guys, if you haven't sent any messages to the chat, just do it. In a minute or two, I'll be doing the giveaway. I did control crashes. That Red Matt is saying I did control crashes. Yeah, I was in control. Not a good control though. I was in control until I hit the ground. Let me check the... Yeah, guys, just type anything here to the channel. Flexman, that was for Richard ones. He's not Flexman anymore, though, I think. Okay, guys, also want to ask you, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do it. Helps a lot. If you like this video, like this stream, please give it a like as well, so that the YouTube algorithms tell other simmers to take a look at it as well. C2 Sky, great stream, Sergio. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for popping up. And I don't want to say thank you for crashing. That was pretty much me. And remember, guys, just don't buy VR because you'll be hooked into it. Okay, let me see if okay, I think we have everyone. Final seconds, guys, before we draw the final prize, the Thrustmaster joystick, to one of you lucky winners. Paul saying that the difference between a crash and landing is the angle and speed. Yeah. Too much angle, too much speed. Oh! Rostislav saying that I sold him the bell. I'm not here to sell anything, but well, if it worked, it worked. Daniel C, thanks, Sergio. It was a fun stream. Thank you very much. It was very fun. Sorry for the delay, guys. I really had some issues with this stream for some reason with YouTube. Probably me, but I can blame YouTube, right? Just waiting to have money for a 3090 and a reverb. But money is strangely not falling from the sky. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I do have a 3080 and a reverb G2, but honestly, with all the software running on the computer just to do the stream, yeah, it was pretty much impossible. Perhaps with and honestly, it's much cooler to be able to read what you guys are saying with VR set. You know, even if you have an overlay, it's kind of. When it flies, the difference between crash and hard landing is just the story you tell afterwards. Yeah, I've gotta get some nice stories for my autorotations. Drew saying that he thinks he'll be happy with the bell. It's really a lot of fun once you come to terms with it. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And I know some other teams are developing more helicopters as well, so we'll probably have some news. Cannot say anything yet, but we may have some surprises in the future. I was actually hoping to bring one of the surprises here to the stream, but unfortunately that was not possible. But in a few weeks, we may be able to see something new. Okay, guys, time for the very last giveaway. So here we go. Let's just roll it, and the winner is come on, Daniel C. Congratulations, Daniel. You won the Thrustmaster TCA joystick. Thank you very much for watching. That was pretty cool. Okay, guys. I don't think you have any more questions or anything else you want to ask. I probably just wrap the stream up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, guys, that you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and we have our own Facebook group. So HeliSimmer.com or Twitter.com HeliSimmer or Facebook.com HeliSimmer. Just follow us on our social media. Please subscribe to the channel. We have everything on the information on the video description down below. You can also contact me through HeliSimmer.com, Sergio at HeliSimmer.com. So feel free to get in touch with me whenever you guys want to. I have a question, Drew. When is the next stream? I have no idea, Drew. You are one of the guys that knows how I struggle with the logistics of doing such a thing. I cannot throw my family out of the living room every single time. I have to get a studio to do these things. Perhaps I'll start a GoFundMe and buy a studio to do these streams. Okay, guys, I am going to get ready to send my information at info Sergio. Okay. Let me just check. I thought there was a way for you guys to get in touch here. Oh, my chat window is going crazy on YouTube. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this up now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for flying with us. Thank you for joining this stream. I don't know when is it that I'm going to do another stream, if at all, to be honest with you, because again, logistics is hard. I will see you soon. Well, don't remember that. Just remember that we have a weekly flyby video tomorrow, just like in every Sunday. I hope I managed to do some streaming some more often with you guys. This was really fun, and it was really cool, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much to Orbix and Thrustmaster for the prizes. I would like to ask the guys that won the prizes to get in touch with me through YouTube or via my email address. It's Sergio@HeliSimmer.com. Send me a message, get in touch, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much to Drew and Tristan for joining as well and be on the guard and being my sidekicks on the chat. And to everyone that follows HeliSimmer already, thank you very much. If we have newcomers, welcome, guys. Welcome to the world of helicopters. I know that at least one of the guys is buying the Bell 47, so we have managed to corrupt someone today or tonight. Thank you very much, guys. See you some other time. Oh, and just take care out there, guys. Take care. Fly safe.